Well, good morning. This is Liz Bailey. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and because of the inability to gather with people, I decided to go online, and I'm going to do a free class for you today. And if you want the me to deliver you the cut pieces, just place an order of $25 or more, and I'll send them to you. Okay? Let me just check on my. This is only my. Haven't really done many Facebook Lives yet, so I'm still trying to figure it out. So just bear with me for a second. It's not going to show me today. Okay, so I am focusing on the Flowering Foils Specialty Designer Series paper, which is part of the celebration of offering, which ends on Tuesday. So if you want this, you need to move quickly. And simply an order of product of $50 will get you this. So you've got more spare time at the moment, I'm guessing. I do. And so I've heard people saying they're bored and they don't know what to do to fill the time. Well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to card. So here's what we're going to make today. This is using the flowering foil and some of this petal pink ribbon, which has a metallic edge. It's really cool. That's going to be probably our first one. Then we have a congratulations card. It's actually this foil. I've colored it lightly using blueberry bushel, and I made a ribbon out of a piece of silver foil, which I ran through the 3D hammered metal die embossing thing. And the last one is we're going to do some sponge dauber painting. I was inspired by a friend of mine, Kylie Henshaw, who's in the UK. She did a fantastic card using a different stamp set that I forget. But she inspired me to do the background as well. I have made a card like using this where I just did the flower and the leaves and didn't do the background, and this looks much better. So thank you, Kylie. So I'm going to turn you down and hopefully get you in the right place. So hold on a second. Ugh. There we go. Is it straight? I'm not certain. Let me just see if I can check and see. Okay. That's close, isn't it? It needs to go slightly more that way, I think. Okay, right, let's get going. So let's start with this one. I've now learned that it's upside down if I hold it the right way up for me. So I'm learning. The next thing is, am I going to remember, unlike last week, to put the ribbon on before I try and stick it to the... Actually, you know what? Let's do that right now so I don't forget to glue the ribbon on, because that was a bit of a problem. Well, not really, it just showed that you can change what you're doing. So, not a bad thing. So, oh, I forgot to do this again. It's going to shake the, just a minor one. Right, so, I want this about here, I'd say. So, I'm just run a bit of snail, which I remember what it stands for now. It's simple, neat, affordable, in line. That's what it stands for. Took me a while to come up with it, but I finally remembered. It used to be on in the calendar, in the catalogue, and that's about right. But now it isn't, so I have to remember. Okay, So, and then I can stick, yeah, this is a brand new snail too, or refill anyway. Fine. Where's the side by side? There we go. And we'll put this in. Just try and make it less wonky. Well, it is what it is. Nobody said it had to be perfect. If you want perfect, go to Hallmark, which is way more expensive than here. So then we need to do the sentiment. You can pick any sentiment you like. I was just looking for one that was a bit deeper, not just a single line. So I found this one in Timeless Tropical, but use what you've got. So we're gonna wipe with the buddy. And I'm using copper embossing powder. There we go. I don't need that anymore. I don't need this anymore. Okay. Let's just clean up. And through the magic of television, because my heat tool is actually plugged in just outside my door and it's noisy anyway, I'll put that to one side and do it later. And just imagine I've heated it and it's gone all glossy, and here it is. So we've got that going. And so I'm going to put that about, I'd say there. That is behind me. Okay, that's better. Where did I put it? Here we go. So I'm going to make a little bow. I like to make 2 little rabbit ears like that, and then pretend I'm starting to tie my shoes. Like, if you can remember, because no one ties their shoes anymore. But anyway, so that comes out like that, and you can mess with it and make it how you want it. That's too long. Yep. That might need to go a little higher. So I hope you're all having a good day and you're going to do some crafting sometime this weekend. I find it really is incredibly helpful to keep busy and not worry all the time about what's going on in the world. So I do love to card. I had a friend call me yesterday. She had been running a donation for supplies for the hospital her daughter works in. And she contacted me and said, hey, there you go, I'm going to pop it up. Hey, do you have anything, 30 to 40 thank you cards? And I was like, let me see. So I had a look, and I had 24 of the same card, which I had made for another reason, but they didn't all get used. So I said, you know what? I can whip up another 16, so that's what I did yesterday. I made about, not actually I made 20 in about just under an hour. I was pretty pleased with that. They were very simple, but they're going to have to be, because she wanted them that afternoon. So yeah, it was good. I used the daisy lane and everything. It was fun. Right, so if I put that, yeah, about there, I think. Just live with the fact that the ribbon is falling off the edge of the card. So that's one. Oh, don't put that on top of that. I haven't. Okay, now the next one we're going to do is this one, which which is the sponging. You've got foil around the as a mat, and this flagged piece. So let's start by taking the blueberry bushel and sponging. Now, if I put lots on and then I'll get oops, a mess here. It will be a bit too much at a time. So I like to get some of it off so I don't get big splotches. But you can always add more, a bit like salt. But you can't take it out. Actually, it's easier to get salt out than it is ink. You can use potatoes, can't you? Probably should have started this earlier. You probably don't need to see me really doing a whole and it's again shaking the table. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out where I could put the stand so that I don't affect it. Okay, enough shaking. So now we put this on the silver mat. So hopefully that's not blinding you. Now I really love this paper with the foil. It's just a really good look. There we go. Now let's make our card base, which I don't know if I told you last week, but what I like to do is take a full sheet, score it on the short side at 4.5, and then cut it across the other way, because you get 2 for 1. I know this isn't supposed to be about efficiency, but cutting card is, well, it's something you have to do before you can start. It's not the actual crafting, or I feel it isn't. It's like when I used to knit, I would hate doing the ribbing, because you just had to get that done before you could start on the actual fun part of the pattern. Yeah, maybe it's just me. Okay, so here's a piece of silver foil that I put through the 3D hammered metal embossing folder. So it I think it's kind of cool. So it makes a nice ribbon kind of thing. So if you want to do this and flag it, and it's too small to fit in my triple banner, you just cut down the middle and then cut from the corners to that piece, and you should get a reasonable banner, as long as you do it in the middle, of course. So there's the banner cut. I'm going to put that about there, I think. Oh, did I make it? Yes, I did. Wide enough for the snail to go on the back. Perfect. Okay, so that's that. Now, with the magic of television, or here's the congratulations, which I heat embossed in silver this morning, and I cut it out with the rectangular stitch dies. Oh, I forgot to tell you where I got this one from, didn't I? This is the Stitch So Sweetly dies that does this lovely little shape. Okay, so I'm going to pop this one up as well. And just take some of these off. Oh, okay, maybe that one doesn't want to come off. Fine. I'm usually more dexterous than that. Whatever, never mind. So add that there, and then get out the other ribbon, which is a blueberry bushel. That's it, blueberry bushel, 1/8 of an inch, and do the rabbit ears again. Rabbit ears. Pretend you're starting to do your shoes, and try not to drop the other end. Okay, let's try that again. I think I was trying to make it too small because I know I want it to be small. There we go. So let's tighten that up, make it smaller. That will go there perfectly. Get a glue dot. There we go. Tighten him up and then trim him. So there we go, number 2. This one's a bit paler than the original, but you know what? It's all good. So, got a little bit of a mess here. Let's just sort this out. Okay, that's it. So, now we're going to do this one, which is another piece of the Flowering Foil Specialty DSP. And I used Pear Pizzazz, So Saffron, and Rococo Rose to sponge dauber it. I don't think that's a word, is it? Sponge dauber? No, it is now. Fine. Right, so I've got a piece of the foil, the DSP already cut. Now I think I'm going to start with the So Saffron middles. They're not called middles, are they? My father will be shocked. He taught me biology. Okay, there's that one. Then I'm going to add my very stiff Rococo Rose. So, adding a little bit, blending it. Now you see, I forgot to come off here first, and you can see how it changes or makes it a bit darker, and can't really fix it. But you know, it's handmade. It's pretty good. May want a bit like this for my best friend for her birthday that was on Friday. So probably still in quarantine. Her husband quarantines all her mail. Well, he quarantines anything coming into the house, I think, which is very sensible. We do the same thing. So she probably won't see her card for a few days. Probably got there on the right day, but he probably wouldn't have let her see it. Okay. Now, what I did last time was I only tried to do the leaves, but after I saw Kylie's card, I realised that it was so much better to have it completely have the background filled in. So that's what I'm doing. There we go. Now I'm going back to the pink. I'm going to do some blending at the edges. It doesn't matter really which way round you do it. You could have used the green to do the blending at the edges, but whichever you prefer really. So it makes it a lot more artistic, I think, because it's not, you know, come outside the lines here with the blending, and I don't think it matters. I think it looks good, but you tell me what you think. So now we've done that, get rid of that one, and we put this onto a Rococo Rose matte. Snail out again. This snail is a bit misbehaving today. It must know it must be camera shy, that's the thing. There we go. Might want to just rub it, get any excess off. Apparently there wasn't any, just felt like there might have been. Then going to fold my card base. Oh, sorry, head butted the camera. Technically my iPhone. So, just put that right there for a minute, put that there, now, so that's going to go about there, and I'm going to have this little hello, because I'm thinking right now, sending a card to say hello is a good idea. So I'm sure you have loads of people you could send things to. So just put this on and then we're done. So again, it's pretty swift when you've already got the pieces made. That's good. So here you go. That's the final card. Hope you like it. So I'm about to turn you up again. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed that. I did. I enjoyed setting up. I enjoyed the fact that I'm wonky. No, I didn't enjoy that bit. I'm really glad that you joined me. And so I would like to invite you to join me next Sunday, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Is it Eastern Standard Time? I get so confused with the way we change the hour. But anyway, 11 o'clock in New York, and we can make some more cards. I'm not sure what the focus is going to be next week yet, but I'm sure we'll have some fun. And as I said, if you want me to send you the pieces to make half a dozen cards, put in an order with me of over $25 and I'll send it to you, okay? So have a great day, get some crafting done, and enjoy yourself and relax, okay? See you next week.